All right, everyone. Welcome to this PIMvendors.com webinar. I'm Stefan Spijkers, and I'm joined today by Thomas Hesseling from Ergono PIM. We'll have a interesting talk and also a demo or showcase of how the world of commerce and especially how the world of AI and the world of commerce are intersecting. And well, if you've been living under a rock, then you might not have noticed, but otherwise you probably know how impactful the AI transformation is for the product data process and the PIM tooling landscape. Today we're going to dive a bit deeper into a modality of artificial intelligence that has not gotten a lot of attention lately, the visual part, right? I think everyone has been using AI, either a ChatGPT chat or a direct integration into Claude, or maybe the model of your choice that is directly integrated into your toolset to add descriptions or cleanse data or do translations. But today we're going to dive a bit deeper in the visual aspects. Before we get to that, just a few quick housekeeping things. We're live on LinkedIn, YouTube, and all our other channels, and you can interact with us. So if you want to have maybe me or Thomas explain something in more detail or go over something again, or you have a question on how some things work or how integrations work, drop them into the chat on your right-hand side, and we'll weave those comments into the conversation, try to answer your question live, and otherwise we'll come back to you later on. Feel also free to engage and interact between each other. So if you have any things you'd like to share, just do so on the live chat. That's one. The other one is we are also recording this session. So if you have to step out early, don't worry, don't fret. We'll be sharing a full recording with everyone after the webinar, and we'll be publishing one on pimvendors.com. So if you have well, maybe some limited time today and you can't join us live all the way, feel free to check out our LinkedIn page or our website, pimvendors.com, and search for Ergonote, and you'll be sure to find the recording right there. Having said all that, maybe Thomas, could you do a quick introduction? And well, the presentation is already sharing, and take it away.
Yep. Yeah, sure. And I think a good thing that we aligned on our choice of clothing for this day and also the choice of glasses. So I think it's we look quite the same today.
It's the PIM uniform. This is, yeah, we're setting a
Absolutely.
trend here.
Yeah. So thanks for having us again, because it's not the first time we are on the PIM vendors podcast. And I think it's great to be here again to give a little think an update on our roadmap and progress. And I think, as probably some of you know, Ergonote is always focusing on how we can help the user who is working in the PIM solution on a day-to-day basis to make the person's life a bit easier and more fun on than, because a lot of the PIM solutions on the market are not very attractive to look at. So that's what we was one of our goals from the beginning. I've been with Ergonote for over the last, I think, about 4 years now, and it has been a great journey. If I see where our solution was when I joined Ergonote and where it's today, I think we made some really great progress, and that we are really also challenging other, let's say, more market aware, more market known solutions of today. So I think it's great what we've done this far. Yeah.
Cool.
So as I state, so if I would like to state on my first screen, our vision is that we really want to empower our users to also be creative with the PIM solution. So of course, the basics of a PIM solution is that we try to give the user one source of truth, but also, as you can see, like in the middle part, Ergonote uses the insights of the Kanban workflow. So a lot of solutions on the market do not visualize the workflow of the product status and completeness, and that's what we think is what was really lacking in our niche. And Ergonote created this Kanban view where you, of course, you can use drag and drop interface to also select any filters you want based on attributes, based on system attributes, to see in what status and in what completeness phase the product is in. And that really, instead of the requirement of sending out emails or notifications, it really helps anyone in any organization to see in one glance where the product is in which status of the enrichments. And I will also show you some more in this update. And I think where it becomes really interesting is, of course, with getting more AI also in our solution. Of course, the basics, I think most of the PIM solutions already cover is, of course, the regular text and text content generation. So where we use a set of attributes to generate descriptions, text, or product titles, or to do translations. All of those features are also embedded in Ergonote. And the challenge our product team took over the last half year is, okay, how can we take it to the next level? And that is, how can we use also the visual power of AI to help the catalog owner or the product management team to help the visual possibilities of AI. And I think that's why we started with the AI Studio concept. So also on Ergonote, short brands we are proud to work of. We are across global. So we have a lot of brands in Europe because that's our home base, but also more and more global brands are noticing Ergonote now. And that's also, of course, great to see. We have a very healthy growth and very proud of that as well. So for today, what do we see happening today with AI in our solution, and what can you expect from Ergonote in the near future? And then I'm talking about Q3, Q4. So I will quickly walk you through our recent releases. I think one of our great features is our real-time automations. It's a rule-based engine where you can, based on product create or product updates triggers, you can set certain conditions. For example, in this example, if the brand is Adidas and the status is in any of progress or done, then add the category taxonomy, because this helps to automate the most simple reasoning parts in the backend. Repetitive tasks can be aligned here. And what we can also do in this is that we can add AI in every rule. For example, if attributes A, B, C, and D are enriched, you can also put in a prompt where you can say, I want to have an automated description by AI focusing on this. You can really add your own prompt into the action. And a follow-up automation could be, hey, if the description now is created in the English language set, please do also translate it to German, to Dutch, or to French, or any other language which is active in your current setup. So I think this really helps us to also take away the lesser intelligent work and put that to automations. Also, another feature we also released was our Complete with AI, and it helps people, for example, to use available data or data coming from external sources like PDF catalogs, or even we can, of course, also analyze images, and we can auto enrich missing data fields. So if you have a large description or a large PDF, you can select the fields which need to be completed, and then the AI auto completes the attributes you asked, instead of just having to enter those manually.
And
Also,
maybe a
yes, go
question,
ahead.
Thomas. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that a feature you also have in this was a single image, single file, single product that you are enriching? Can you
Yep.
also do this in bulk in a workflow?
That's on our roadmap, because that's one of the things we are working on for the next releases. And those things are now so the automations is of course is done on bulk. So these are done on the background. So if any condition applies or is achieved, then the automation will automatically trigger the actions.
Yeah.
And the AI complete is run from the, let's say, the product detail page in the PIMS.
What I
Yeah.
sorry, follow-up question. So I'm gonna keep
Hmm.
interrupting you. If you don't appreciate this, then also let me know. But
Oh,
um,
it's fine. Yeah.
the follow-up question is what I really liked about the last time we had this session was the context
Hmm.
awareness of your AI automations, where it took into account like a certain attribute where it
Hmm.
took that attribute literally from, let's say, the type of processor you have in your laptop, or the size
Yeah.
in the dimensions. Is that possible to use as context in the automations?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can also put in like the same variable. So you are, I think you focus of pointing out on our variables. So we can put variables into a prompt that is still as possible. Yeah. So you
Right.
get dynamic text.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
All right. So also one of our latest releases is a digital asset manager. It was a highly requested feature, and so yeah, we enriched our solution this quarter, and it does what what people expect to do. With the difference that we still offer our users, let's say the classic folder structure on the left side, but also users can just click through just a bit like Google Drive on the maps. You can find files easily, and of course, very important in this case, it's the detail page of a jumper JPEG, and you can also, of course, set more attributes to this image, yeah, specific per language. So the meta titles or features, expiration dates, descriptions, tags, anything you expect from a DOM. Also, I think one of the great assets from our DOM is that you can automatically assign images to an SKU or to a product based on SKU or EAN number. As you can see here, there's a function where it recognizes patterns and then it automatically assigns images to a product. Also important in DOM is to have various versions of an image. So in this case, as you can see, we created several media profiles. So the product detail banner, B2B thumb, listing, and ERP thumb. And each of these media profiles has specific settings, as you can see on the right. So in this case, it's every image is set to WebP format. You set the quality, you put in the resizing pixel sizes, and also focus points, resizing strategy is set. And this way, the Ergonaut also enables our users to create specific products, specific images for different channels and usage, uh, like in social. So this is basically a short update from what we have released. And of course, I will be happy to elaborate more on that, but I think today is especially about our new feature, which is not on all of our production environments yet. We just released it, so a few of our customers who were absolutely screaming to have this in their system, they are already on board and they're doing the first test, so it looks very good at this point. And also the demo environments, which we, of course, have available for our interested future customers, have this feature ready so they can really see and experience how it is to work with the AI Studio. That's something what I would like to focus on for the next slides. And of course, I will be happy to share more, but that's sales. Today it's about content. So yeah, AI Studio. Um, what you see on the screen is all images generated by AI, and we've done some thorough testing over the last months with different models. I don't know exact what models, to be honest, because that's of course, a question I could ask my product team, but the results are amazing. And what AI Photo Studio does is that we create a context. So we have a scene, we have a model, we have a picture of the clothing in this case, and a setting. And what we do is that we actually combine it. So there is like an image, a still image of this dress. Then we have an AI model, which we can create from the Ergonotes backend. We set the context, and then in the end, the AI makes sure that the model, the product, and the scene is set. And then we can influence the pose, the accessories in the shot, and many more. As you can see in this example, we generate a photo, we select a scene, and then within 20 to 30 seconds, the AI will generate an image which is specifically set for the photo studio. And what it also think makes interesting is that we can switch models. So we have the opportunity to create different types of models, different type of backgrounds or length, heights, widths of the person. So this product can create several lifestyle images. So yeah, it really depends on who you are, what brand you are, and what kind of images you want to create. The same when we use, for example, this couch. We can put this couch in a living room, in a home office, or on your New York apartment. And I think one thing which is very important is that when using to give AI to make this the best images possible, it's really important that products have the right sizing. So and then AI can really put this couch into perspective in a living room. Over here, so what are these models? So from the backend, we create these AI models. We have a model library, and it's a library of virtual models. Going through some configuration tool, you can configure body shape, body height, ethnicity, and also styles like maybe they have a tattoo or earrings. And the other setting is, of course, scenes. We create context with lighting, camera angles, and also how the model interacts with the products. Is he or she standing, sitting, lying down, or walking? All of these, let's say, very detailed information. So the context make this a success. And in here, you can see the 5 steps we took. So we have identity. For this case, it's Elena. The face recognition with a visual builder or a description. And you can also do some reference photos. So you can do skin tones, eye colors, face types. Enter the hair. Also a visual builder like the shape of the head, the type of hair, the color of the hair. We do it for the body. And then after the body, we took some specific details, so no visible tattoos or piercings. So this gives us, and then the AI, when it runs, it comes up with this model. And our models, of course, are all neatly dressed with this black clothing. And so the next step is that we can use this model to create several lifestyle images. And this is how it works. We have some scene templates, so we have currently some verticals, so fashion and apparel, interior and home deco, technical dimensions for products with scale. And so we can have also, for example, if you have the sizes, you can also create these type of images where you can say, hey, this refrigerator is 50 centimeters wide, 60 centimeters deep, and 85 centimeters high, which is oftenly used in e-commerce platforms. And some custom controls, where you can go really pretty crazy and do stuff to create these lifestyle images. Um, in this case, it's always one click of the button. So in the scene, it's decided in what attribute, what image attribute the lifestyle images is created. I think here's another example. Um, so we have one lifestyle images of the jumpsuit in the front with the model. We also have a scene where we have an image from the back, from the side. And then the last one, we create one with a detailed image shot, for example, of the front of the jumpsuit. So within a few clicks, there's really great and rich lifestyle images created.
Okay. What does it cost?
Yeah. Sorry?
No, what does it cost? I mean, this is, in a way, this is the, it is not entirely unique, right? This has been
Yeah.
some people have been doing elements of this. I think the breadth of categories, like you take home and living, you take product pictures that are whatever, and you take model shots for fashion, which I think is the most complex one. Um,
Yeah.
and there were other solutions available, but as it goes, you need to, yeah, connect them or train people on them. Why not just use the PIM you already have? Um, is this? I meant my question. Like, is this included in the standard Ergonaut plan, or how does this actually work?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, this is included in every Ergonaut plan, and depending on the plan you have a certain amount of AI credits, and the credits. If you don't have enough credits, of course, there's always the option to get to buy some more. But I think what it makes it really interesting is that you have an all-in-one solution where you manage the basic images, so the pack shots, but also the digital models, so it's AI models, and then using all of the data, the product specifications, like what makes it unique, so the specifications, and the sizes, then we combine it in one platform instead of going out of the PIM platform.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes sense. You have all the data there.
Yeah.
So why, and you need the data back into the PIM. Like it is the repository where it is the context that
Yeah,
you
it's
need
also our
for.
asset management system. It helps you also because images can also be tagged. It really gives you full control of the visual content as well, instead of the need to integrate or to connect other solutions. And yeah,
You know, it's a great smooth workflow. Like you don't have to switch
yeah,
context, you don't have to create
yeah,
integrations, you don't have to, like, it's just one tool where you do all the product related work, including images. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, yeah. So that's, let's say, the first release of our A Studio. That's the content of the visual generation part. And I think a few very more options are coming. So in our general navigation, we are adding more options how to filter uh, in our spreadsheet mode. So this is our spreadsheet mode where you get this Excel kind of view. On the top, you see that we give the user options to filter the result of the products using these filters. And in the automations, a run now, so you can run a specific automation here and now. And the way how we present our variance model is being upgraded in Q3, so you can switch easily between parent and child structures. And I think what we're talking about today for AI, so what we're doing next is that we, besides now having this photo studio, we are working on prompts. So you get reusable prompts for descriptions, for translations, AI complete also for the photo studio. Also, another feature which is highly asked for is a glossary, or so where we can make rules for translations for specific terms used, or words that AI shouldn't translate, or forbidden words. So that it's a really highly asked feature by our customers. So that's what we are working on. And I've can then more updates on the photo studio. And another one is to write down your brand guidelines. So one central place where you define your full brand identity, which we will take into account while we create texts, for example, with AI, but also creating these images. And like you said, some improvements we are working is bulk. Complete with AI as a bulk, complete action medias in bulk, and also where the LLM model selections, you can choose a model. For example, since there are lots of more models coming on the market, we want to give our users a choice what model they do prefer to use. Furthermore, AI product categorization, where AI analyzes the data available and suggests a category or a taxonomy where to place the product. Consistency check. So do we see any error? Do we see inconsistencies in text or missing attributes? And of course, at the system level, full control of your AI, like yeah, uh, sensible information, so that we are absolutely sure know where what is being used.
Yeah,
And
that makes a ton of sense.
yeah,
This is there is a lot of AI coming to the world of PIM, and I'm glad to see you sort of on the frontier of all those developments. What do
hmm
you see, or what are the questions you get from customers? Because some things I've noticed in the events that we saw, or demos that we saw some solutions give
hmm
recently, is that the the AI market is transforming at a very rapid pace, right? Uh, it used to be just text 3 years ago. Then images were possible since 2 years, and now we're talking about agentic AI. There's all kinds of
hmm
things happening with Anthropic and ChatGPT all the way on the frontier,
yeah,
but
hmm
customers are still copy pasting manually into ChatGPT, right? So the actual customer
yeah,
base is still very much in phase one, so to speak, while
yeah,
Anthropic is already in phase 10. How how do you
yeah.
see that? What do you get from customers? Like, are they worried about token costs, or indeed privacy? What are the concerns that they have?
Um, I think most of the concerns are also about token costs, of course, and but it's also something which for us is, yeah, we are also still dependent on what the let's say the LMs do on the start, how they will charge their tokens. And I think what we do, we have currently in our license model, we have, let's say, a set of credits which accounts for a specific usage. So, for example, generating an image gallery with an image like I just shown you would cost maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 credits. So, to manage that risk, we can always, let's say, scale the credits according how the market prices develops. But I think still, if you make the business case for doing, like, let's say, the old school way of lifestyle photos or modeling pictures, I think the cost will still be cheaper compared to that. Um, on the other hand, I don't think the one replaces the other. So I think we'll be more like in a hybrid situation for the at least the next year, because of course visual AI is getting better and better every day, and we are also, of course, already experimenting with video as a next step. So generating images now one, but next step could be that with 3 or 4 or 5 of these shots, we can also create a video. And
Yeah.
and so I think we, yeah, like we keep track of the possibilities. we keep listening to our customers what they need, but I don't think it's not black and white, so it's not fully content with AI. I think it will be a hybrid situation.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
We have a quick question from the audience, which is regarding the usage of the AI tooling to create images,
yeah,
um, where or maybe not the AI tooling, just the studio,
hmm,
where they want to create marketing adverts with a call to action, such as a logo or a headline, maybe features and benefits like the one you showed with the dimensions,
yeah,
um, maybe an ad mention for the Instagram account to point people towards that.
yeah.
Is
Interesting.
is
Yeah.
that possible in the DAM or in the AI studio?
I haven't seen it yet, but I think if the person wants to reach out to me, I think it would be an interesting case to look at, because that's what we're also looking for in contact with our customers. What can we do to help make your life easier? So I think this is a very good question where we try to put in like these things in, like you just said, like links to socials or sale buttons or logo of brands. Good one. But what my team recently did is that we are in a pitch for a large brand which is focusing on horsing accessories and clothing.
Hmm.
And then they put me in as a facial reference, but I was sitting on a horse, and the horse was the model. So the model is not only people, but it was also using animals. And I was really, I thought, well, I think they couldn't do it, but they showed me it, and I was really there on a big brown horse, sitting on it, really fierce, and with my face on it. It was like really cool.
We're
So
gonna
lots of
revisit
things are
that image.
possible. Yeah,
We're gonna revisit that image next week, Thomas. And I want to see that on our live stream. Um,
yeah,
okay, but that, I mean, it is already, we saw already some elements with the dimensions. So I think that this
yeah,
answers
could
the
be.
question already
Yeah, I think we
partially.
should could achieve it. Yeah,
Yeah, I think let's make sure to connect you guys and maybe do a deep dive demo together.
yeah,
Yeah, awesome. And if anyone has any further questions, I'll let you know.
yeah. Great. Okay. Yeah, and then maybe just taking here. Oh, this is already the ending slide. So if people want to see an in-depth demo, use the left QR code. It links you to my calendar. You can schedule a meeting. The right side is my LinkedIn page, and I will be happy to hear and to listen to challenges businesses have with their visual studio, to see how we can make our product a better fit for their needs. And if you can want, because of course this is, let's say, still in the presentation mode, so I can also do a live result to see people that it really works and it's not just some sales pitch. So I can also share my own demo, and then show you how it works if there's um, so I stop this one
Yeah, yeah, that makes it.
and then
I
share
mean,
my
yeah, I'll uh, I'll share this link as well. People already know how to find you. At least I shared your profile already. Um,
yeah,
I think it's interesting to see it all come together, right? The AI development being, uh, let's say,
yeah,
productized in a way, and not just on the usual suspects like making a description or making an SEO
hmm,
text, but actually, and that is sort of back end work, right? You people usually don't see the SEO text or it is for the machines.
yeah,
But this is truly front end stuff, right?
yeah,
And photos, videos, the mapping of the images on models. We've come a long way in a very quick pace.
yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a model, professional model right now.
Yeah, yeah. As you can see, it's how I can hear. It's so this is Sophia, And so
Hmm.
if I would create a new model, oh, it's already, there's a new update. Animals are already in there, so custom. So it's even this is also new for me, that which is great. So we can choose human or animals, and or do custom sets. And so I haven't tried this one yet. Pretty cool. Oh, species breed. Sorry, this is the first time I'm seeing this, so it's pretty new. And let's try this out, okay? So Bowie, my dog. I have a Labradoodle.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Bowie, species, dog. No,
Yeah.
Labradoodle. Labradoodle.
That's a breed. A
Yeah,
breed. Yeah.
maybe
Dog,
species,
I would say.
dog.
Yeah.
Labradoodle. Labradoodle. Age 2. Sex, it's a male. Brown colored. This is really great. Brown colored
You don't have to go to the
fleece
photographer to make shots of your
hair.
labradoodle, but you
Reference
can just
photo. I don't have one here yet. Next step. Details. Um,
scars.
bandana with a uh, bandana around his neck, red colored. I have no clue what will happen. Next step,
Okay.
and then generate. So let's see what we get. So it takes usually about 20 to 30 seconds to create a model. Of course, the
You don't have
power
to
of
create
demo.
models.
Usually it goes wrong the first time.
Exactly. Well, let's see. Um, you don't create demos, you don't create models every day, so it's not a problem for this taking a
Yeah.
while. But this is in a way crazy, right? So and you also saw the models you could do like
Ah, there he is.
all right, there we go.
All right, I'll save the model. So now Bowie is in my model library. Um,
Okay.
the scene we for the scenes we do the same. So
Mhm.
we can create a lot of scenes, and I made this rooftop ad session with Sophia. Um, so what we can do now, so the scene is it's what we showed you earlier. So all of the scene context. What model do we use in the scene?
Can we add Bowie maybe?
Yeah, let's do Bowie in here. Bowie, and then done, and I'll save the scene. And now let's put on. This would be a really cool one. So what we do, so in of course completeness is very important to have a best image. So I'll just sort system attributes on the overall completeness. I drag it into as a column, and then I'll sort it from the 100%. So let's put on shoes with Bowie, or shall we give Bowie some sporting shoes?
Yeah, let's do that. He's
Let's try
an
on the
active dog.
rooftop. So this is the lifestyle images. This is the other ones we created. And now do
Mm.
AI. And then
But this
there's
is like I
somewhere.
can still remember the time when dimensions would be out of whack or images would be
Yeah.
transformed or you would have glitches or the shoes would not be all right or very low resolution. I'm seeing none of that still, so I'm pretty impressed with the
Yeah,
level.
these are all images created with different scene descriptions by AI. And so it's really amazing what the result is. I have no clue what it will do when we ask a shoe for Bowie, but we'll see now. Okay. Well, it's weird. So, but it I think it
It is
proves
a
that it's
rooftop.
working. I have to show my wife this.
Okay, but
All right, that
the fact that
I think it
we
kind
just
of shows out what we are able to do.
and you showed it live and it all
Yeah,
worked as planned.
yeah,
Um, no, I think the fact that you can do this quickly is also a bit almost disconcerting or uncomfortable. Like it's so easy to do now,
Mm-hmm.
and as long as I mean, it serves the needs. uh, as long as it's correct, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't show any features you don't have on the shoe, or the colors are all right, or whatever we're doing here.
Yeah.
Um, I think it serves the purpose where you want to have the best visual representation and attribute representation of the product, and the
Mm-hmm.
best way to do that is by showing it in different settings,
Yeah.
matching your brand and tone of voice. And you can sell the same running shoe, could be on a high-end fashion web shop under a little black dress, for example, where it's
Yeah.
sort of a sporty look, but it could also be on a heavy outerwear street brand with a tattooed model running through
Yeah. Exactly.
Manhattan, right?
So
Um,
maybe this one is also like a more real. So we have like say a picture of a shirt, and in this case we do the same. So this is Sophia, so the model, and then we generate a picture, and then there is this rooftop ad session. Of course, I changed it to Bowie. So this has another
yep,
different model connected. Um, but it does the same. We can do specific scenes for sunglasses in the mountains or with monuments in the back. So it's really great to see the flexibility we have now. So we can put something in front of the in the in Italy, for example,
hmm
in Rome for the Colosseum, or in Pisa, or anywhere in the world you want to bring your model with the product. I think it's now feasible, and within just a few clicks and some prompting, of course.
yeah,
And I
and
think
then
the
you have to
prompting
go.
will mostly take the most time of the user to set up the right prompts. So that will, I think, will be the most difficult part for users to learn. And then
Yeah,
the rest is just so in this case, it's a different model, but you can see how cool and how fashionable these kind of images can be.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a strange world where we live in now. Well, Thomas decided to leave us for a bit. I think he was a bit too aggressive in closing windows. But it is a strange world where we live in today, where it is so easy to create images that fit exactly your brand voice and exactly your web shop, and yeah, generate them. Yeah, you were a bit too enthusiastic in closing tabs, I think.
Yeah. Sorry.
Too bad. No,
Yeah.
just saying that it's so smooth nowadays. Like I used to be able to spot artificial intelligence images, but
Hmm.
I thought it would take maybe 3 years before we would get to this stage. But I think using Ergonode, this is all live today, right? This is not in the
Yeah.
plan roadmap, no. So I mean, from tomorrow on, or probably on the web shops of your customers, you are already seeing these images. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, we're also with one of our customers, and of course their digital agency. We are now taking this also to a next level where, let's say in the e-commerce channel, in their My account, in their e-commerce solution, we want to create, and the user can also create his or her profile. So let's say the model,
yeah.
and then browsing the e-commerce catalog, you will see your own sizes and your own images throughout the whole catalog. So, and on the back, we will just generate user generated clothing pictures, so you can actually see yourself in their clothing.
If you bring that live, I would love to showcase that, because that is no, but
Yeah,
that is truly one of the things that we thought would happen, right? So the hyper
yeah,
personalization, it
yeah,
just it was never feasible. But now we're getting there, right? And
yeah,
it makes total sense. Like what I try to do is try to find someone with my style who looks like me, and you have these on Zalando, it's like the model is 180 centimeters and wearing size
yeah.
S,
Like a white
right?
shirt and black glasses and a small
Exactly, that's
beard.
all you need. Yeah, yeah. No, but you get that as soon as you start working at a PIM, you get the uniform.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's yeah. What? So we know that video is next, right?
Hmm.
how do you see, like I mentioned this already somewhere during the presentation, like how long do you think that this will be picked up by actual users or customers? Because I think that many of them still live in the copy paste world, and they're starting to get towards the fully automated transcription, description
Hmm.
building, or SEO text building. Yeah, do you already have customers using this? Yes, the one that is building the
Yeah,
fully personalized models, but how
yeah.
do you see this being adopted in the market? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the let's say the attention we get is huge because also in the Netherlands we have yearly the Webwinkel Vakdagen. It's a huge e-commerce event, and we had our beta release on this exhibition, on this trade show, and people were really like, okay, so this is happening today. He says yes, it is. So it's now within your reach, and people were actually well, going for other PIM solutions and then decided to sign in with us. So she said this is so let's say such breaking steps in content that they decide to go with us instead of any other competitor. So that was of course the biggest compliment we get, and also for our product team. And I think that's what is really cool is that we see that our team is thinking of how can we create features which helps the day-to-day users with their day-to-day challenges. And it's not, and of course, I would never talk bad about other PIM solutions, but they are mostly focusing on what's already here today and how they can, for example, incorporate external data. But I think it's just adding, yeah, it's not something new. And I think what we are doing today is really creating a seamless integration of AI features in the next generation of PIM. So it's also a way of calling it an PXM, I like the PIM Experience Manager, but I think we're just focusing on the other side of the experience. And so I think it's good that we have chosen another other direction for that part, and I think it's yeah, for us it's really great to do this and to see our customers having fun also using this. And yeah, the business case is very easy.
It is. I mean,
Yeah,
I know the costs of a typical photo shoot to Milan or to Ibiza
yeah,
or wherever you want to go.
that's a yearly
Um,
PIM license with Ergonaut.
exactly. But do you
Yeah.
have enough AI credits then to do all the magic you just showed us? But
Yeah,
no,
I don't
even
have
then,
any hard numbers on that yet, but I think it will. I think in most of the case, I think it will be absolutely in favor of the business case to also have partially AI onboarded in generating these visual images, visual support. Yeah.
yeah. All right. I
All
mean,
right.
if people want to learn more about this or see this in action, maybe on their own product catalog, Thomas, where should they go?
Yeah, initially, like click in the link. I think you've shared the Figma slides in the in on linked on LinkedIn, I guess, or in the email.
I'll share
And
them right away.
but people just can go to Ergonote. There's a contact form, and just tell the contact form you saw this webinar, and you'll be connected to me. Or I would be more than happy to show you in more details and yeah, what it could mean for your business.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool stuff. All right. Well, um, if the audience has any more questions, please do let us know. But even if not, or you don't want to share them publicly, just reach out to me or to Thomas on LinkedIn. I think that's the easiest channel.
Yeah,
Otherwise, visit our websites either on Ergonote or pimpenders.com, and we hope to see you there. And I would say, Thomas, yeah, let's keep in touch and see what the next developments are, because this is in a way the frontier, right? And I think you're right in saying that maybe the people working in PIMS are still on the sort of copy paste or generate descriptions part of this
yeah,
evolution. The solutions active in the space are all working on incorporating AI, be that in chatbots or in a direct integration to create those descriptions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe some prompting that you can add, maybe some context that you can add. But I think very few. I don't know if I know even one that is really focused on the visual aspects of AI and the generation of this type of rich content.
Yeah.
All the
And in this way, within Ergonote, so working with marketing teams in a broader perspective, so not only content, but also brand and also visual, uh, those people can be combined and work together in our solution. So that's, I think, uh, a great way of choosing Ergonote.
all right. Well, to the audience, I would like to say thanks for joining us, and again, invite you to follow us on LinkedIn or sign up for the newsletter on pimvendors.com,
Yeah,
where we will also be publishing the full recording. And be sure to join us either on our next webinar or on our next event, Product
yeah,
Content Europe, on the 6th of October, where we'll be hosting a lot of interesting speakers on and cases in the world of product data. So hope to see you there and see you all soon. Thanks a lot
right.
for joining us today, and bye bye.